This is Lisa from the Cherry on Top. Happy Digital Scrapbooking Day! I'm showing you some brand new templates that I just put into the Creative Design Studio on Etsy, E-T-S-Y. These are exclusive to the Creative Design Studio. They might show up in the Ginger Scrap Shop one of these days, but not at least throughout this weekend, where you can get them at 50% off. Hey, the whole shop at Ginger Scraps is also 50% off in celebration of Digital Scrapbooking Day. Hopefully you checked out our other new video. We have 3 this weekend. The other video is Start Digital Scrapbooking. I've given a free kit with a coordinating template on the blog, and I offer a step-by-step video tutorial on how to start digital scrapbooking. You can see how easy that is. So let me show you the concept behind these new templates of mine. They're called merged because they're supposed to kind of take one picture and merge them in all these blocks. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Okay, so I opened up my template. I'm going to grab this beautiful photo of my niece's first little baby. Her name is Drew. Now, first you do is count the blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 photo spots. I'm going to duplicate this, so we have 6 of them. Duplicate. Okay, that's with the left click, all right? And then I'm going to command and double and then highlight those. Right click, duplicate the layers. Okay, now I'm up to 4 pictures. I'm going to right click, duplicate those 2 layers. So I have 6 pictures. Now all you have to do is take each picture and drag them over the top of each gray photo spot. Oop, that was right where it should be. Oh, we're missing one. Where am I missing one? Where am I missing one? Oh, all the way up there. Okay. And there we are. Okay. Now, you can see this is not going to fill in these spots. It's essential to follow my directions so this gets done right and quickly. We're going to click on all of these photos. Again, all 6. Let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, you just have to use the corners and make sure you fill in that space. There we go. The face is now filled in. What you can do now is right click and simplify those layers if you have that little box there. Maybe you don't have that. Okay, now we're going to right click and we're going to left click create a clipping mask and just go down and do that on all of those. Right click, create a clipping mask. Slide, right click, create a clipping mask. Slide, right click, create a clipping mask. Slide, right click, create a clipping mask. And right click, create a clipping mask. And there you have it. If you want to make adjustments, you can. Again, click on all of the photos. It's essential. Otherwise, you'll move some and not others. See, you want to bring it down a little bit, maybe so that the eye is just perfect. You can slide it to the left. You can slide it to the right. Oh, I kind of like it with her head showing a little bit and the bow all nice like that. There you go. That's how you get your pictures to go in there. Now, you don't have to do it that way. You can put a separate picture and all this if you like. Oh, I see. I made a little mistake there. I see a little bit of the gray from the photo spot. See right here? Oopsie. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back up again. But I do. I like the way it is like that. It still looks good. Okay, another thing you can do. Maybe you're like, oh my goodness, this page is so cute. I wouldn't change anything. I'm going to leave it just like that. Okay, you could do that. This is cute. You could print this out and it would be adorable. Another thing you could do just to pimp it up a little more and in a few very, very quick steps is to select all your layers. All the layers. And even the effect, and I'm going to do that separate. I'll show you why. Go to the effects or to your effects button, and then if you have textures, you can play with those and see which ones look the best. Oh, I forgot something. Let me go back because I did practice a little bit. Using your command button, take this off of being highlighted because you don't really, you can put texture on your pictures, but I particularly didn't care for the effect. Okay, so now everything has been highlighted except for the photos. And you can experiment and see. I did the dark ones and I thought they looked terrible. I think I chose this one as my end result that I liked the best. You could see, okay, the photos looked at it. Oh, I probably forgot the photo spot as well. You could see, even with the texture, you know, on the photo, that's actually where it's the most evident. Everywhere else is very, very subtle. I can also tell by my marching ants that it didn't do the background. We'll work on that. Okay, that's the one I like, but I'll show you what a couple others look like just so you can see. But it really darkens it. See what I mean? It darkens it, and I don't particularly care for it. I do love these textures, but you just have to play with them. It depends on the colors that you're using. Like this one, I think I could hardly even tell a difference, maybe. This one is such a subtle difference, it hardly even matters. Like I said, this one was my favorite. But play around and see what you like. Now, let me show you. If you don't like this texture on your photos, I also should have went and took the texture off of the photo spot as well. Silly me. All you have to do is right click and then left click, clear those layer styles. And I forgot another one. I'm on a roll today, baby. And there you go. Now, I did mention that the background, probably because it's locked here, it didn't get a texture, but that's okay. Look, we'll try again. I'm going to click just on the background. I'm going to go to Effects, and I'm going to click this one. Oh, it's okay. Just hit OK. Yeah, we don't care if that background becomes like that. That's okay. Now, look. See, I used the texture that I had because it's a super, super, super light color. I needed a texture with the most texture, and that's why I chose that one. Okay, so now you see how to do it. If you are like, oh my God, I'm going to have to watch this video again, you can keep watching. I'll show you one more example of how to get this look in the photos, and I'll give you a couple more tips on how to do that. Or you can stop watching and just go to the shop and buy all these wonderful things while they're on sale for 50% off. Okay, let me show you another example, and I'll give you a tip as well on how to choose things. I found one time I had some heart scrapbooking page and I had a heart template. I found it really difficult. I had to get just the right picture in order to fill a photo in a heart shape. It wasn't that easy. And what I recommend is when you have a spot that's a little bit difficult to fill, go ahead and use a photo with lots of background. That's a big help. And a photo maybe where the image concentrates largely on the center. Now, as you can see, this particular image, that's my dear hubby, it's not in the center. He's in the center, but there's nothing at the bottom. So that'll make it a little bit more tricky, and you'll see what I mean. But okay, let me undo that move so he's right in the middle again. Okay, now, how many gray spots do we have? 1, 2, 3. That's how many photos we need. So I just slid it in there, right-click, duplicate the layer. There's 2, and 1 more, duplicate the layer, that's 3. So you know this is going to go really fast. So take a look here. It's 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Here we go. We're going to put that in over. We're going to put that in over. We're going to right-click. Oh, we can simplify all 3 of those. Oh, no, we can't simplify yet. Make it the size you want and then simplify it. I found it does make a bit of a difference. If you don't simplify the layer first, not making it a smart object, then you get a little bit clearer of an image. That's what I've seen so far. Okay, so I enlarged all 3 of my photos at the same time using the corners. I'm gonna commit to the move. Now I'm gonna go to right click, left click, simplify the layers. Okay, remember what we did? We right click and we create a clipping mask on each one. Just gotta go down and do it. Just a couple clicks and we're there. Now, I'm not particularly fond of his face being in the middle there, but that's okay. We're going to click on all of the photos, just the photos, and we can slide them wherever we want. Now, see here, I like it okay. But, you know, juxtapositionally, it's not perfect. So I'm going to use the corners again, and I'm going to just blow them up a little bit more. I chose this photo not only because it's quite a nice photo of my man, but also because look at the similarity of the photo setup. It's a vertical setup. It's more of a vertical setup than a horizontal one, as is my template. Now, perhaps I would take the template. Let me delete my man. And I'm going to go up here. I'm going to select all the layers. And I'm going to click there, right click, and I'm going to flip the layer horizontally. That didn't work. Okay, I'm going to turn it to the right. I said I'm going to turn it to the right. That didn't work. Okay, let me turn it to the left. Okay, there we go. See, now its juxtaposition is horizontal. So when you are looking for an image to fill all three spots, make sure you find one that's horizontal, like the one of Cute Baby Drew. See, that one would fit really well in there too. So do that with all of them. Let me show you the other templates. There's one with a couple. This would look good. I should have actually pimped up the shadow a little more. That would really make it look cool. And then here's the other one. That might be your trixiest one. Okay, and again, I would totally recommend choosing a folder with a lot of background and where the image concentrates mostly right in the center. So keep that in mind when you're using these really fun new merge template in this fantastic digital scrapbooking weekend. Thanks so much for checking out that cherry. Happy scrapping!